Before I go into what I want to say, this video is not meant to criticize Devsisters, nor employees, or harass them in any way, shape, or form, and this also applies to their community. I want to start this video by saying I love the Cookie Run franchise and lore. I love the characters, the universe, and nostalgia and impact it's brought onto my life. But I've been hurt for too long, and I think everyone needs to know my opinions on where this franchise has been going since last year. I first played Cookie Run OvenBreak about 4 years ago, and when I first played it and got into the franchise, it was love at first sight. It was a hidden gem that deserved way more, and it felt like things were shaping up that way. In January of 2021, Cookie Run Kingdom would be released. No one would think that would end up becoming Devsisters' biggest game. In June of that year, Devsisters was teasing a 6th season of Cookie Run OvenBreak. The hype was unreal, and when it released on the 28th, everything fell apart. Balancing problems and useless cards led to a majority of the player base turning against Devsisters. They literally parked a truck outside their headquarters. Devsisters knew fans were outraged, so when it came time for Scorpion's release on July 14th, a lot of things were fixed. Cards were accessible to cookies at level 12, and the meta was mostly fixed. However, more awful changes were made that were taking away what veteran players loved since the start. The Super Fashion Week update released on September 28th contained new costumes for Sour Belt and Chocolate Bonbon, were priced at $30 if I remember correctly, should the player not grind for them. Devsisters announced in November that they plan on making NFTs, and that's when the whole community began experiencing a magnitude 10 earthquake. Eventually, the NFTs were quality cancelled. Updates began to pick up a little, ranging from decent to good. My precious Fire Spirit got attention. On October 26, 2022, the 6th anniversary was released and was criticized by the fandom. Raid Run was added, which is the most boring game mode in the game. Rewards were reduced, and the former Devsisters employee Rose, who was a spokesperson alongside Micmac in Cookie Run announcement videos, was criticized by the players for presumably not knowing much about the game. During a live stream on October 13th, people felt like issues were being ignored, and Rose broke down. The Twitch chat went too far, and Rose never streamed again. Personally, I was only aware of the Raid Run issues, and I enjoyed the update, thanks to Blue Lily. After this, updates were good. There was of course the infamous peppercorn controversy, but I've already discussed in a previous video, so no need to. But it was criticized for featuring problematic content, most notably with peppercorn and a jelly bomb set. These were changed during their release. After that, updates were well liked by the community, and the 7th anniversary came around the corner and received acclaim. But what went wrong? After Wishcam, Devsisters began using the same event template for all of their updates. To explain what the template is, you play 5 stages with a story in between them. You can buy items and getting a bonus from it. You complete missions like collecting jellies or getting a high score of a certain cookie, and then you do all of that again for hard mode and grinds over. This can take you under an hour if you're good like me. Now, everybody's allowed to be themselves and have their own opinion, and I want to get that straight before I say what I'm about to say next. I do not understand how the fan base likes these same events over and over and over. It feels like brainwashing if I'm being honest. The only thing that's changed with these templates are the items you get to combine bonuses. Micmac doesn't even mention these events in reveal trailers anymore because he knows it'll get repetitive and fans are expecting it anyway. 2024 has been a turbulent year for me, and Cookie Run hasn't made it better. I miss it when this was a comfort franchise for me that didn't bring any problems. They tried releasing a special season, and the gift boxes and coupons were cool, but they barely helped. Then Season 9 dropped, which just felt like 50,000 volts of electricity being injected into my chest. That's how bad it was. No new cookies, only legendary pets, only legendary candies, a UI overhaul, removal of lands 1 through 9. This update destroyed everything, and the updates have stayed bad since. And the release of the 8th anniversary, it's still the same way. Everyone but me is excited, and I'm just gonna be that way. The update was delayed almost 5 hours for Android users. The day I'm recording this, it came out earlier today, like 1, 2, 3 a.m. And I'm hurt. It's just the same update with the reused special system. A lobby chain that didn't do much for me, and I'm hurt by it all. I wanted to discuss OvenBreak in this video specifically. What about their other games? Kingdom has not been fun for me. I've been playing since White Lily. I'll go for that Black Pearl costume one day. Witch's Castle was kind of fun. I'm not fond of the fact that, I'm not fond of the story, and the game is just way too generous with the rewards, to the point where the game is just babying you. Tower of Adventures, while it has a strong community, is a game I cannot get into. I was already in a rut when it came out, and that didn't motivate me much to play it either. I was wrapping up my Ninja Kiwi marathon during its release on June 25th. Devsisters has not been doing well as a company. They closed their American branch. None of their products announced in 2022 came out on time. One of them was eventually shelved, and the other three failed to release on time and are lucky to have their feet off the ground. I don't know if you feel the same way I do, but I hope all Cookie Run fans watch and spread this video to understand that I want this game to change. I want it to be fun again. I don't want to be making this video because I love Cookie Run. Why do you think it's in the TRC I am? I want to wish Cookie Run OvenBreak a happy 8th birthday, because people still love this game and people like me are still willing to play it. Not many online games make it to 8. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.